Carson Wentz, a Pro Bowl quarterback with Alshon Jeffrey. Overreaction or not an overreaction?
I think it's an overreaction to kind of make that kind of leap. But I'm going to say that with a qualifier, meaning that I think Carson Wentz is going to have a tremendous football year. I think the football season, I think he's going to make that second-year jump, just like we're talking about with Dak Prescott, for all the reasons that Doug Peterson just talked about. The guy had some rest this offseason. He's a guy who has fully embraced what Doug is trying to teach him, who really understands the West Coast offense, understands all the verbiage, understands how to command a huddle, how to command the respect of the players in the locker room. And they talk about that around Philadelphia all the time, that this guy is very much more mature beyond his years and beyond, the kind of program that he came from would suggest. So I think he's going to have a heck of a year. Whether he'll be a Pro Bowler or not because of the weapons that they added, I don't know, because I don't know how those guys are going to perform. I just know that Carson Wentz, if I'm betting my money, I think he's going to take care of business.
I will say this, and both of you have gone from the college game to the pro level. I think we underestimate that first year when you literally play almost a 12-month span because of the college season and then getting ready for the combine and then the draft and then mini camp. And it just doesn't stop that year.
Well, especially when you weren't expected to be the starter. You weren't expecting to be the starter, nor was the organization planning for you to be. So what he was able to accomplish kind of thrust into that role. I thought it was amazing last year. And I agree with Lewis, it's an overreaction for many of the reasons he said. Like, that's a huge jump to become a Pro Bowler. But it also involves the people that are vying for that same position, the Aaron Rodgers, the Matt Ryans, the Dak Prescotts, the Russell Wilson. So the way we quantified it as a Pro Bowl player is kind of unfair to Carson Wentz, because I believe he will be better when you have a Alshon Jeffrey, when you have a Torrey Smith. You have guys that can push the ball down the field, make tough catches for you when they are covered, and give you opportunities to make plays where you can throw a guy open. He now has those type of receivers. And if you watch games down the stretch last year, this receiving core let him down. He was making enough plays. He was making good enough throws, and they weren't making plays for him a lot of the time. So we're going to see a better Carson Wentz, and we're also going to see a better Philadelphia Eagles offense this year. Does it end in a Pro Bowl? I'm not sure, but he will make that leap, as Lou said.